EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ich grüße euch wieder hier auf YouTube mit das nächste Spiel gegen den, wie soll man sagen, das Kracherspiel New York Jets gegen New York Giants. Richtiges geiles Derby, jetzt hier bei mir auf meinem Kanal. Bis jetzt hat New York Giants ein Sieg, eine Niederlage. Wir stehen ein bisschen besser da. Stärkemäßig würde ich mal sagen, sind wir im Vorteil ein bisschen. Aber das heißt ja nie was, ne? Das heißt ja nichts. Na gut, dann würde ich jetzt mal sagen, gehen wir jetzt in eine Partie und gucken, wie es so läuft.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. And the New York Jets taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3 of the preseason, and we've got a good one in store. Between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets.
Ja, sind wir mal gespannt jetzt auf dieses Spiel.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but
Geschafft.
in the perennial playoff contention.
Schön.
A good start, one play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson.
Ja, schön. Bis jetzt läuft alles super.
He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Nein.
And that nearly an interception.
Okay.
Drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall.
Durch.
And he will have a first down as they
Das ist
get to
gut.
the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make
Hauptsache
that
30 Yards sind wir jetzt.
Go for it.
Wir sind bei den 30 Yards.
Leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel
So.
like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Ja,
He's able to get it
schön.
down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A lot of similarities.
Ich probiere mal Passspiel wieder.
From sharing the same stadium, and a lot of the things that they share right now, unfortunately, are not all positive. They were both 4-13 in 2021, and in fact, both share the worst record in the NFL the last 5 years. Each going 59 and try to get things
Ja, passiert.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And just good down.
Ja, haben wir geschafft, schön.
Take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he couldn't quite get
Vom Touchdown aufgehalten.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bawden taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough.
Schön, 7-0. Schon mal die Führung. Aber heißt ja im Football nichts.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel
Der
Jones
Quarterback
for 4
sieht schon
seasons,
heftig
also
aus.
a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set.
Schön aufgehalten, Jungs. Schön.
Take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Running again with Barkley on 2nd.
Schön. Boah, wir haben den. Ich glaub's nicht. Rumble. Geil. Boah, das siehst du selbst bei den Tumulten nicht mal. Da. Da einen schnell genommen. Geil. Schön.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle to the 27-yard line. Charles, the draft class for the Jets for 2022, and certainly a splash-worthy class. 3 first-round picks in 1 draft. And you also have to be impressed not only at the players they got there, but also on days 2 and 3.
You're exactly right about that. Arguably, they got the top player at that position.
Nein!
In the 1st round. Cornerback Ahmad Sauce Gardner 4th. I had him rated number 2 behind Darren Stingley, but he's still one of the best ones in the draft. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson, they got him 10th overall. And defensive end Jermaine Johnson, 26, I thought he might go earlier to Atlanta in 10. And then maybe they landed the draft's best running back in Breece Hall on day 2. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Ah, verdammt, der geht daneben. Schade. Ah, verdammt, der ist daneben hier.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
Schön aufgehalten, Jungs.
The second sentence of the coach's address.
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Ja, erste Hälfte haben wir schon mal. Und wir führen noch 7-0. Das ist gut.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
Shit.
And he'll get up near the 45.
Ach, Mann, mein Fehler.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And
Schön.
Down on the other side of midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. Guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Alter, das ist doch nicht wahr. Da haben die richtig gut gespielt. Giants. Da haben sie echt gut gespielt.
Strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Barkley on the counter.
Schön.
He is met in his tracks.
So will ich das sehen. So will ich es sehen. Von den Defense. Oh, der Gong, die haben noch einen Zug. Ein Spielzug. Wir riskieren es.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones.
Ja! Der ist nicht angekommen. Jetzt machen die Fico. Will ich mit dir. Was anderes würde ich, glaube ich, nicht glauben. Ja, die machen Fico. Ein 3-Punkte-Wurf. Ja, der ist drin. 3-7. Noch führe ich.
You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Wilson leading the Jets up now.
Der Coach will immer einen Laufweg haben, okay? Ja, der war auch so geil, Coach.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Straight ahead is Hall. He's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. Second quarter
2 Minuten haben wir noch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Oh, der Laufweg ist so kacke, aber egal.
They'll try and run for
Sag ich doch.
Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Ach. Och.
The quick feet by
Alter.
Jackson.
Verdammt, den da gemacht, ey. Krieg ich den nicht da getackelt.
And it'll be Giant football.
Mann. Voll der Wusi.
Weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th. That's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I would be there, and then
Verdammt.
great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back,
Yeah.
created some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Da kam da an, ey.
Now the
Timeout
Giants
haben die
second
genommen.
of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds.
Kann noch mal
to go
richtig
till
spannend werden hier.
halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Slayton.
Ah, ist nicht wahr.
Just outside of the 20. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Timeout
Now
genommen.
timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability
10
to
Sekunden noch.
in the open field can really generate.
Nein!
Touchdown, Giants!
Boah. Ist nicht wahr. Das ist doch nicht wahr.
In the final seconds of the first half.
Boah.
Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Tja.
So that drive consumes
Verdammt,
9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis.
Wo schmeißt er den Ball hin?
And his throw here's incomplete.
Alter.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting
Halbzeit.
Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the
Hoffnung gebe ich hier nicht auf. Spiel können wir noch drehen. Spiel können wir noch drehen.
Both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be
Nicht geschafft. Schön.
Down, but I see the close fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
31 Yards. Das ist gut. Das ist echt gut.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Geht.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time,
Mann, der will da nicht
you
rum.
want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Ja!
Over the middle, complete. It's
Oh, gut entschieden. Ich wollte erst den anderen anspielen mit X, aber da habe ich mich doch für den einen entschieden, für den mit dem Kreis. Ah, das war gut.
Plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and he'll work down inside the 45.
Ein bisschen gut gemacht.
It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Och, Mann.
That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's
Schon wieder der Scheiße.
Here on 3rd. Here's Coleman on the draw.
Ja, ich bin durch.
And he gets it to the 34.
Schön.
For the 1st. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall.
Ah, letztlich mein Spieler so wegtackeln.
That's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 24.
Geschafft, schön.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Paul again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Der dritte Viertel ist zu Ende.
Another play, so we will switch ends as
Da
the
sind
third
keine
quarter has come to a
Punkte
close.
gefallen.
We'll return with more
Wow.
preseason football on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Draw play, Carter. And he'll be
Flag,
stopped here well
flag.
short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Für mich?
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an
Shit.
angle. It's a
Da
difficult
wollte ich die
job for him to
verarschen.
snap the ball and then execute his block.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is going to just
Ist er drin? Ja! Der ist reingegangen. Glaube ich nicht. Boah.
So with less than a minute gone by
10-10.
here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they
Boah,
will
ist
begin
das
at
ein
the
Spiel,
25.
ey.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. The first throw here for the backup Taylor. That's complete to the tight end Akins.
Ja, aufgehalten schon. Oh, sind schwer aufzuhalten.
With a second and just a few inches left. Taylor now off the bootleg.
Nein! Ich hab den Faden verloren. Ich wusste gar nicht mehr, wer wo war.
Taylor gonna give now to Williams. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line.
Alter, sind die stark geworden.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor.
Scheiße. Mist.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mann, ihr müsst langsam was tun, Jets.
Play action, it's Taylor.
Ja!
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by
Schön. Interception. Interception.
And Brandon, when games are this close, It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Carter.
Ja, Deutsch. Schön. 2 Minuten noch. 2 Minuten noch. Geht es in eine Verlängerung oder nicht? Das ist die Frage. Ah, Mann. Flag. Das Flag für die. Eindeutig. Ja.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he'll be a little shy.
Ja, geschafft. Timeout. Nimm die.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. A give up the middle to Carter.
Boah, schon wieder Flag.
Operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it's still.
Du kommst nicht rein. Du kommst echt nicht da rein.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Carter straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the
Alter, Flag schon wieder. Hä? Was?
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Der will nur Laufwege haben.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Und er ist drin. 10:13, yeah! Ist das ein Spiel?
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out.
Da seht ihr auch mal, es kann auch richtig eng werden. Für mich. Heißt nicht immer, dass ich jedes Spiel gewinnen kann.
You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Complete to Akins.
Schön.
Here, a pickup of 8 leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Taylor. Oh, that's going to be a cross.
Hat ihn.
It's intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this
Damit
case,
hat jetzt New York Giants verloren.
make a play on that side of the
Eindeutig.
ball and maybe finish things off.
To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be
Das
it.
war's.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these
Jetzt lasse ich die
preseason
Zeit
games,
runterlaufen.
some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite
Ja,
the
dann
same.
sind
If
wir
you're
in
trying
den
to learn how to
Preseason.
win, it's important to get
Alle
it
3
done.
Spiele haben wir dann gewonnen.
Down at the end,
Und das letzte war das Derby-Spiel, was richtig eng war. Richtig spannend war. 13:10, ey, wow.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been
Na
a
gut, das war's
presentation of
jetzt
the
für mich für heute.
Sports. For more,
Bis
check
zum
us
nächsten
out
Mal,
at
wenn die
EASports.com.
NFL-Liga jetzt richtig beginnt. Schaltet dann wieder ein, wenn es heißt NFL 23. Bis dann, euer Hawk.